Alright, okay. So today I'm going to be showing you my Simon Gagne personal collection. The gags, as they call them. But before I do that, as this is actually the first video that will be posted on this channel, I'm going to give a little background on what I'm even doing, what this is, what this is all going to be. If you're thinking this is how this part of my house is set up normally, you'd be wrong, because my wife would kill me. This stuff here has literally been taken out from under my bed and dusted off like yesterday, just for this purpose, because I haven't thought about hockey cards or anything like that since I was about 14, up until very, very recently. So, you know, what happened, right? Well, I have a little tradition. I had a little tradition when I was a kid, where even beyond when I wasn't into hockey cards anymore, you know, like I said, 14 and stuff, I would still get hockey cards in my stocking, like when I'd go home for Christmas and stuff like that. Still getting hockey cards in my stocking. So I have 2 daughters now, and my one daughter's 5, and I decided, you know, hockey has been on a lot in the house and whatnot. I follow it this year pretty closely and whatnot, so she's definitely aware of it and taken a slight interest in it, probably just a byproduct of me and it being, you know, in the house and whatnot, in the apartment, I should say. I definitely cannot afford a house. So I decided to continue the tradition with her and throw some hockey cards in her stocking. And I went to go pick them up, and I had the realization that this is Bedard's rookie year, right? Obviously, anyone watching this is going to know that, but this is Bedard's rookie year. And I'm a big Connor Bedard fan. He's from where I live, and so I've always known about him, and I started following him back when he was 16 in the World Juniors, and then last year's World Juniors, his performance pretty much got me back into hockey, like got me playing again. I stopped playing during COVID because I didn't like the new rules and whatnot, and it just, you know, it's kind of expensive and time, and I've been prioritizing other things for, you know, this chunk of my life, and I slowly started getting back into hockey, and then with him, and then a fantasy hockey league at my work and everything, and now this, I've just been hockey mode this season, and following Bedard, you know, very closely, watching all his games. So I'm a big fan of him, and I'm pretty excited about the potential to get some Bedard stuff this year. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot, you know, I'm learning, because I basically am like I said, haven't thought about the hobby since I was 14, and now for the last week or so I've been watching tons of videos and getting back into it, and been inspired to start a little something myself. And I've definitely learned all the critiques surrounding this upcoming year of cards in this season, and then Series 2 and whatnot. I'll probably have some thoughts of my own about that eventually. So I think I'm going to give this channel a try for about a month, see what happens. I have some I think unique ideas. This isn't a channel, at least now, we'll see how it evolves and see what happens, but this is unfortunately not going to be a channel where I'm opening, doing giant case breaks and opening, you know, $5,000 worth of upper deck stuff, and, you know, 500 boxes and clearing out the shelves. So I gotta think of some interesting ideas to get around that and still make it interesting, without, you know, spending money, because that's another thing I've learned, is the price gouging going on in this hobby, and a couple of videos like that would break. I'd go broke. So not gonna be doing that, but I have some other ideas, and I think, you know, the channel name, I can't see myself going by a username, so I'm Matt. You can call me Matt, but the channel name leaves it open for, you know, maybe a potential for a couple different directions, and I have the means and the equipment to maybe, you know, do a bit more with it in my videos. But it also might just be nice to just have a low effort, low stakes, casual, like, card opening channel. I was gonna originally just film this on my phone, no edits, but I don't have a stand for my phone, so I'll do a pass through Adobe on it, and you know, fire it up online and see what happens. But, you know, if nothing else, I think I'll have fun making a couple of these card opening videos and collection videos. So yeah, I am Bedard hunting, but again, I'm wary. I don't have a lot of money, so I'm gonna focus more on the content, I think. And yeah, I also have some ideas for some very specific like personal collection ideas that I think could be interesting. I think that's always fun when guys have like really specific guys they go after, and maybe there's not a lot of resale value in general, but there's value to them, and I think that makes it really fun. And I'm not gonna be someone who's in it for the money. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I want the big guys as well, and you know, I'll sell because, you know, everyone could use the money. I'll sell if the price is right and whatnot, but I also have some ideas to hunt for some like really specific stuff and specific people that I think could be funny and interesting, rather than just the same old guys over and over and over again, because it seems like this hobby puts a lot of value into the same handful of players, and you know, I think it might be fun to build some like small collections that are a little bit more unique, have a little bit more character to them. And then, you know, I have some ideas that could make opening just single packs interesting. I had another username idea called loose pack pulls, but that's just not me as a name. It's too generic, too vanilla, but that could be like a segment on here where just opening a single pack, there could be like where I make opening a single pack interesting. I have some ideas for that. And it would also just be so hilarious if all these guys are opening case after case and I open a single pack and pull a Bedard or something like that. So the potential for that, you know, alone, I think it might not work any other year, but I think this year I could get away with just only buying like one pack at a time. But I have other ideas too. You know, yeah, I obviously, this is a rough first video. I'm a little uncertain, you know, where it's going to go after the, you know, half a dozen ideas I have. Yeah, I definitely don't feel comfortable in it yet, but I hope that wasn't too long of an intro. I feel like if I made a video called intro to my channel, nobody would watch it. So, but I feel like I just wanted to contextualize the channel a little bit and what I'm doing here. Okay, so, oh yeah, and obviously, you know, leave a comment, any advice, anything you want to say at all. The cards I'm about to show you over the next few videos, I'm going to go through just my collection as it is right now. I don't have an eBay store or anything, nothing's listed at all, but it is technically all for sale. If you're interested in it, like, leave a comment. We can maybe work something out, or I can list this stuff. The Gagne stuff is very personal to me, and I don't think there's a huge market for him, so maybe not that, but the other stuff I'll show you for sure, because like I said, I'm not in it for the money, but I could use the money. I'm not under any illusions that I'm gonna get rich or anything like that, but you know, if you could make enough for a couple weeks of groceries here and there, not opposed at all. Okay, so let's get to the cards, right? So here's my collection as it stands right now. You're not gonna be able to see all of it. Found this under my bed. This was under my bed. This is the stuff I deemed worth keeping back when I used to collect. And I remember around the time when I stopped collecting was the first year of the Cup. That's probably when I was most into it, and then I don't really know why I stopped, and I don't really have a memory of how I even got a lot of these cards. It's kind of like opening the best pack ever when I was going through this stuff. And yeah, why Gagne, right? Well, he was my favorite player. My favorite team's the Flyers, and he was my favorite player. And I think, you know, maybe if this channel evolves into like a hockey commentary analysis thing, I'll make a video about him that can explain it a little bit more, because we want to just get to the cards, right? But I definitely think there's a case to be made that, and the numbers bear it out, that for small pockets of time, in 2006, 2007, 2008, etc., he was the best goal scorer in the world. Definitely that stretch of, you know, 23 goals in 23 games before injuries started to rear their ugly head. He has a career that's been completely marred by injuries, yet he's managed to produce a lot of goals, score some amazingly huge goals, and win a lot. He's won a cup, gold medal, World Juniors, you name it. Did he win the World Juniors? Yeah, he has records in the World Juniors. He has all sorts of stuff going for him. So, but he probably, unfortunately, won't ever be in the Hall of Fame or anything like that. For my money, he's definitely on the short list of most underrated players of all time. So a lot of these won't be too spectacular. I think I have some real nice ones at the end, but still just fun to show it off. Let me just put this. So I'm just going to start it off with some boring old base cards, but these are kind of cool because the base cards from like 10, 20, 30 years ago, if they're the player you like, sometimes they do get you can get them sold for a couple bucks, right? So I actually think does this count as rookie cards for some of these? I have some that are for sure, but the ones that are just focused on a single year totals, this would be a second year card, I believe, right? So, but anyways, like, what is this? Heroes, Upper Deck Heroes. Don't hear that one anymore. This was my favorite pack when I was a kid. Be a Player, memorabilia, so cool. See, this one's like not looking great, had better days. MVP, I see this, so this is interesting too, because I see this one get listed as his rookie card, but it has the first year totals there. So again, not too sure. Could be a rookie, but MVP base. Parkhurst, again, single year totals. Fleer, this is nice, like fancy o-pee-chees, right? I like Fleer. We got here artifacts, MVP from another year. Just go through these quickly. Trilogy, and oops, that's for the next video. That wasn't supposed to be in there. This, I don't know. I don't have many cards worth putting in cases, but I haven't seen this kind of card since. These, what is this? Artistic Impressions. Do they make stuff like this anymore? I'd be into it. Pretty interesting card. Then, this is his actual rookie card. Doesn't say rookie, it's not a rookie insert, but when you look up his rookie card, this is usually the one that comes up, and of course, the necessary no NHL experience. So, these are worth nothing, but if you're collecting your favorite player, you gotta have his rookie card. Let's just go through this here. So, I have a dual memorabilia MVP. Does MVP even do jerseys anymore or anything like that? I hear that jerseys are kind of on their way out, right? Which is a shame. I know they're not worth much, like $2-3, but there was nothing better when I was a little kid than getting a game-worn jersey. Kind of a shame that those are on their way out, and like the Upper Deck flagship product doesn't even have them, and you know. Anyways, here's Trilogy swatches. These are just worth a couple bucks, I think. Honorary swatches. SB Game Used Authentic Fabrics. Now we're getting to stuff that might be worth $10-15. Not this one though, but I just like this. This is kind of like a classic sports vibe, right? Like the way that they've designed this, and it's actually a pretty thick card for a jersey card. Moving on to Gagne patch, number 3/50. This is really cool. It's showed like this, so you can see. Can you see through that? Yeah, right. So, signature shots, ice signings, 61 out of 100. See the auto there on that. Oh, and that card fell on the back. Actually, I can showcase this too. This is a funny one. When I bought this, I was like 13. I bought this off eBay. I thought I was a goddamn genius for picking up this, you know, Pee-wee Gagne card. And I've seen it since, and I have to look into it, but I don't know if they did like a run of this in another pack where it's like a throwback card, because I've seen it described as such, but this one is definitely legit, right? Don't tell me if it's not. But I remember when I got this, like Quebec International Pee-wee Tournament, like the way it's not Upper Deck, it's just a thing I guess the tournament does. And when I bought it, it wasn't worth nothing. And but just again, this doesn't have to be worth anything to like it and to want it. Little baby Gagne there, and he was quite the stud when he was this age. And he actually has a son now who's playing like 3 levels above his age and putting up numbers. So keep your eye out for him. I think his name's Matthew Gagne. And then Ultimate Collection, Ultimate Signatures, on card auto. Bad. This is probably the best auto I have of his. I should take it out of here. These Sign of the Times, these are nice. You can see how janky my collection is. Like, no screw there, but 0405 SP Authentic, Sign of the Times, on card auto, not numbered, but still. I think this one's like $30-40. So the last two here, I think, if I missed any, because I just kind of grab the stack, I will highlight them next time. But this is definitely the best two. This is why you're here. This is what you want to see, right? So now these are up in the higher range. I think the best one I have by Gagne is, I'll talk about it when I show it, but I think it's worth $100 or so. This one I couldn't find really any comps for. It is Ultimate Collection, Ultimate Jersey patch, 31 of 75, and that is just such a sick patch. And I remember when I was young, the 3 colors, right? You wanted the more colors, you definitely gotta increase the value, right, for the kind of patch you get. And that, I think it's probably a name like the G or something like that, which is, you know, just so cool. And these were my favorite jerseys when I was this age, so that's why I was really high on these cards. I think these last two I bought from a hobby shop individually. Well, the last one I obviously did. You'll see why in a second, but one of my favorite cards for sure. Very pretty. And the last one, the grand finale. Unfortunately, the case is a bit scratched up, but the card is not. Well, I'm sure the card could be better. These were all, like I said, under my bed for who knows how long, and were not stored perfectly, unfortunately. But again, this is more about just, you know, what I like than anything else. But if you're gonna pay me hundreds of dollars, then but here we go. So we have 05-06 limited logos, the cup, 1 of 50. Huge patch there. Only 2 colors, unfortunately. Wish this was a little bit better of a patch, but you know, this was my kind of holy grail card when I was a kid. And he's got, you know, his 3rd jersey on, which I loved. I actually own this jersey. So this autograph here, obviously you can see it's not perfect, right? It's not the best autograph. But when I looked on eBay for what this card was going for, I found one for, it was like 120 bucks or 100 bucks or something. And the autograph was actually looking worse than mine. So I have a better autograph than one listed for that price. And then also, of course, I have the 1 of 50 there. So I know you want the 1, you want 50, or you want his jersey number. So numbered 1 of 50 with an autograph better than what I've seen listed. This is probably going to make it my best Simon Gagne card. 05-06 the cup. All right, so I know a little bit underwhelming perhaps. Most of the videos just talking about the channel and then just a handful of cards here, but if I continue collecting, this is a PC I will be looking to continue to grow. Again, these are some of my most valuable cards, but that does not mean that anyone's going to buy them. And so I'm happy in the case of that happening, of them not selling or anything like that. I'm happy to hold on to them and grow the collection. So let me know what you think, if you like any of these cards, if you're interested, or if you think I should keep growing it and keep building this collection. And who knows, maybe one day he does enter in the Hall of Fame. I don't think he has the numbers for that, but he certainly has the gameplay and the medals and awards and you know, decorations. He's decorated enough to warrant being on a ballot, I think, at least. But if not, in any case, you know, he'll go down in history as one of the better Philadelphia Flyer wingers in the game, and that's pretty cool. And yeah, see, Team Canada gold medal. No cup with the Flyers, unfortunately, thanks to Patrick Kane, but he did get one with the LA Kings. And I actually bought a card for like $2 off eBay because I didn't have anything from any other era other than the Flyers. It's numbered to 99. It's just highlighting him winning the cup. Just like literally like $1.50 or something like that, but just the kind of thing that you know, for PC's sake, something I wanted. So don't have it yet though. Yeah, that's it. Probably gonna regret this. Hopefully I get a little bit more comfortable and confident with doing this. I'm gonna make a couple more videos about the rest of my collection, and they'll be out over the next few days. So thanks for watching. If you did, doubtful, but thanks.